Do games have to be fun to be good? Personally, my gut reaction to this is, duh, of course games have to be fun. What kind of a question is that? I mean, the whole reason I got into gaming, and I'm sure you got into gaming, was because it was fun. Whether it's a cool story, interesting and deep mechanics, we play games because they're fun. It's one of the reasons I'm so passionate about them. But then, I played a game called Gris. This game is not what I would call fun. It's very linear in the most boring way. It doesn't get mechanically interesting until like halfway through, and even then, the mechanics it does present really aren't all that deep, and the story is really abstract. And honestly, right now, I don't really have a desire to play this game again. And yet, I think it's a good game. Let me explain. When Gris came out at the end of last year, it was met with largely positive reception from many news outlets and individuals, and even Steam reviews. However, there were a couple of places like IGN and even Kinda Funny's Greg Miller who weren't quite as keen on the game and really didn't find anything in the game that they could really latch onto. See, here's the thing about Gris. Taken on mechanics alone, it's not a very good game. It's a simple, linear platformer with a few unique mechanics you learn throughout the game, but none of them are that interesting. Taken on story alone, it's not a great story. It's very abstract and almost ethereal. Taken on its art and music alone? Okay, actually the art and music in this game are kind of amazing. The art style is breathtaking. It looks like a freaking painting. That was probably the most eye-catching thing, and a large part of the reason that I wanted to play this game. But art and music alone are not enough to carry a game. But see, that's where all of this comes together. While on their own, each of the elements that make up this game are fairly lackluster, when they all come together, it creates something poignant. Gris is a game about loss, dealing with it, and picking the pieces of yourself that were broken back up. It's about becoming whole again. And in Gris, you do this by returning color to the world. As you bring back each color, you start to see life returning to the world. But along with life, you also bring back pain, or guilt, or grief. Whatever it is that's keeping you broken. See, that's the power of a story as abstract as Gris. It's able to be interpreted from a number of different angles, by any number of people. I think, though, that this is also where a lot of the very legitimate criticism of the game stems from. With a story as open to interpretation as this one, there are a lot of people that won't resonate with this game. And to be honest, I'm kind of one of those people. By the end of Gris, I understood what it was trying to do. And for what it's worth, there were several moments where the gameplay, art, music, and story all connected together for me in a way that achieved the emotions Gris was trying to evoke. But there were also moments where I was stuck on a puzzle for much too long, and I felt taken out of the story. Then again, maybe that aspect of being lost is part of the story Gris is trying to tell. Dealing with loss isn't a simple point A to point B kind of journey. It's a road filled with potholes and landmines, and what may be a simple aspect of the journey for some is in fact much harder for others. I didn't have fun with Gris. Sure, it had its moments where it was charming or very emotional, and there were parts that really grabbed me. But overall, I just wouldn't call it a fun game. I would, however, call it a good game. Had it resonated with me more, I might even call it a great one, as so many other people have. See, I don't think every game is meant to be fun. I think some are meant to be emotional. Some are meant to share a journey, a personal experience. At 3 to 4 hours, I think it's an experience everyone should at least try. It might not be for you. Then again, it might be perfect for you. Either way, Gris is an experience that I've never really had in a game before. And I think it's an experience that, at least in the distant future, I'll need to revisit again to fully understand. Until then, Gris is a fantastic emotional journey that you may not have a blast with, but I think it's a journey that everyone can at least appreciate. And I definitely think it's a journey worth having. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and ringing the bell. It helps me out and it'll make sure you get notified, at least sometimes, when I upload a new video. And if you're interested in watching some really bad gameplay along with chatting with me live about games, be sure to hit me up at twitch.tv/sandwichboy_. And until next time, peace!